Hi, I'm Alia. So in today's video, we are going to continue with where we left off in the previous video. So in the previous video, we set everything up on the Raspberry Pi. And today we are going to connect the MonoDAQ with our Raspberry Pi. So just so you know, I'm using Raspberry Pi 4, just in case you're curious and needed this information. And the plan today is that we use a sensor, so the RTD, so a resistive thermometer, to measure the temperature in a room. So we are going to set everything up. So first on the breadboard, and then we are going to connect everything to our MonoDAQ. And then at the end, we are going to run the program on our Raspberry Pi. So let's just begin with part one. So the equipment which we are going to need is the following. So as mentioned, we are going to measure temperature. So we have the PT1000 sensor. Okay. And then of course I have the breadboard with 4 wires and our MonoDAQ UX and also the Raspberry Pi. Okay, so now part 2, connecting everything. So we are going to use our PT1000 sensor and place it in the breadboard. As you can see, I have everything already connected, but I will explain how it goes. So I have 2 gray wires and 2 white wires. So if you can see, the first one is going into the CUR, so current plus, and the second gray wire is going into the second port. Okay, so this is all connected to just one connector of the sensor. And now the white wire, so the one that's furthest away, is going to number 1. Okay, and the second wire is going to the EXC. Okay. All right, so very simple setup, okay? And now let's go to part 3, which is to connect the MonoDAQ with Raspberry Pi. So you will see there's the place where we can put our cable in. So I've just set everything up, as simple as it gets, right? All right, and now for the last part, so how to set up the ISOTEL. Okay, once you are on your Raspberry Pi, go into terminal and we are going to change directory, so CD into our downloads folder, which is where we have the IDM. Remember from the previous video, this is where we placed it. So run the command which you see on the screen, so java -jar IDM and whichever version you have, remember it's important. And as soon as it opens up, you go into USB devices and click on the MonoDAQ and you will be greeted, let's say, with this interface. So the first thing which we are going to do to measure temperature, we are going to choose the RTD function. Okay, so remember RTD, resistive thermometers or resistive thermometer. And as you can see, everything gets populated automatically. So nothing that we can do or that we need to do. We already have our temperature written on the screen. So as you can see in my room, it's 23.4 degrees Celsius at the moment, right? So really as simple as it gets. And to get more information, if you have everything set up correctly, so maybe if you're in doubt something's wrong, you can always check the schema which is on the MonoDAQ website. So this is actually where I found this information so that I knew how to do it myself. I will leave the link to this schema down below so you can check it out yourself and even find other projects. So yeah, this is it for this video. I really hope that you liked it and that you find it useful. So now hopefully you know how to connect your MonoDAQ with your Raspberry Pi and also do some simple measurements of the temperature, maybe in your room or your workshop. So yeah, I guess that's it and I will see you in my next video. Ciao, ciao!